So I did a couple of videos today on online wedding planning forms versus just writing this stuff out in a program like Microsoft Word. I do it that way. I write it out in Word. I don't use the online forms. A lot of people use them, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you that I'm right and you're wrong. You do what works for you. I'll do what works for me. And that's all. I'm just sharing with you what I do and why I do it that way. One of the reasons I cited was one of the agencies that I work for has an online form that clients can fill out. And some of the questions are so just generic, and sometimes they end up making it more complicated than it needs to be. For instance, for a while, and I made him change it because it was bugging me, there was a must-play column and a don't-play column as far as songs go. The must-play column got a few songs in it. You know, oh, here are some of our favorite songs. We want to know that, right? The don't-play column got insanely long. People just kept listing songs that they hate. And I mentioned that was a drag because I don't think they would have mentioned anything unless we asked them the question in the first place. So the comment that I got on my last video on one of the sections was, I think I'm going to remove that because I'm having that same problem. Some of the songs they're saying don't play are songs that were great at their event, and it's keeping me from playing them. So I'm going to take that question out of the form. I did a wedding one time for a client who didn't want any line dances. That was a strict rule. No line dances in my wedding. I'm like, oh, she must hate line dances. The next week, I did her maid of honor's wedding. The maid of honor was the bride this time, and she was the maid of honor. And I played line dance songs, and guess who danced to every line dance song that I played? The bride from the following week, who blacklisted line dance songs. So why? What was the point of that, right? It's just stupid. So I've approached it different now. This is what I wanted to share with you today. Instead of saying, hey, give me a don't play list, what I'll ask them is, and I ask it very carefully, I'll say, are there any songs that might bring back any bad memories for you or your family? So what do you mean? Well, for instance, if you've been married before, maybe you don't want me to play the first dance song that you had at your first wedding at your wedding next week. Oh yeah, I never even thought of that. Yeah, Aerosmith, Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Don't play that one because that was my first dance song for my first wedding. I definitely don't want you to play it at this wedding. There are legitimate don't plays. I feel like something like that is a legitimate don't play. And there could be 1,000 other scenarios out there of songs that might provoke, you know, bad memories or bum somebody out. I don't want to play those songs for whatever reason. So that's how I ask the question. I ask it in person, and we're able to talk about it a little bit and expand on it a little bit. And yeah, it helps. It helps prevent saying, no cheesy stuff. Don't play everything that everybody wants to hear at every wedding just because I hate that too. Practice and enjoy.